And get our crucible faction or luminous syndrome from Call to Arms. I want to already finished that. So
Hello everybody, my name is xXkillzjakeXx's and welcome back to Amnesia.
pussy cookie man.
Alright, let's play. Alright. Joshua.
You want to do crucible stuff, man?
What is this? Flame. Why aren't these tinder boxes working? Move. Shoot. What is this? The lack of a chimney to properly vent the fumes from my most recent experiments has taken its toll on many less stable ingredients, has taken in storage some unaffected, but many are stranded by the fumes and will be difficult to salvage. I shall do what I can, move them in the wine cellar. What the?
Alright,
4 different chemicals. Yes, I picked up some oil. Fuel for lantern. Alright, I don't need some right now because I don't want to waste it. Oh shoot! Take the box.
There should be more coop rats.
Oh,
Let me see. And
Mr. Box, come on. Alright. Shoot. wait. Oh! This is my 3rd attempt to produce artifact of Vitin. The former compounds lacked of pontony I need, but since I'm close. Common and Earthty are given a culprit binds them well. This time I will attempt Aqua Regia instead of Aqua Fortis and hope it will produce a more even solution. This experiment was unsuccessful. The solution is highly acid and proves impractical to put any experiment as an agreement. Oh, I can't even read it. Gosh, noise. Organic tissue reacts especially violently to the solution and should be handled with the greatest care. I might be able to recipe, but I'm losing. I hope I will find the accurate produce my prediction. Alright. Nope, nothing in that box about this. It's all blurry. As long as I'm able to think of you, long for a life together, I weep for them, and just power without restraint, where I only crave far judgment and safer death. Hey Kara, what's up? This is a scary game that we're playing today's. It's called Amnesia. And it's really scary so far.
got the whole team.
Oh shoot.
Don't tell my mom I said that, please.
Oh!
Yeah, what I said.
Oh gosh. This is... Mr. Chair, come with me. Come on, Mr. Chair. We have to... Mr. Chair, I know, I'm scared too. Oh. Yes, it is really scary. Oh. Mr. Chair, stand still.
Hold up, before we even do that, we need to watch a freaking 50-minute guy do the raid, alright?
Alright, let's go down here first. No, never mind. No, I think we can negotiate. No, I don't need to use a tinderbox. Mr. Chair, see you on the other side.
On then.
Oh my gosh, that was
You're not talking. Leave.
terrifying. Careful to the kitchen floor. Hey, it's light.
Why can I not?
No, nope, I'm done. Nope,
Done.
done. Nope, can't do this.
Yeah.
I heard a little girl crying. It's really light out though. It's tough. I can't do it. Alright, we have to find the book. Yep, I knew it. Mr. Book? What the? Nope. You need some Jesus. No, Josh, look. Josh, look. Josh, you need some Jesus. You need some Jesus.
What? Where are they?
Where do I go? Milk. Alright, we came from that side. Let's go down here. Nothing really scary. But it's locked and it will not open without a key triggered. Mr. Book? Yes. Sorry about throwing you. Shut up. No. You know what? You need some Jesus. My throwing sucks.
Oh. No! Why would I want to do that?
Well, Mr. Book. Mr. Book, I was joking.
I wouldn't say that.
This is how everyone dies in horror films. Mr. Rock? Mr. Rock, we have to go find...
Why is every game I've played, someone always leaking on
Can't find him.
Cold Heart. Oh, that hell! Did that kill me? Cold Heart 6.
Josh.
Just stop going live, dude. No one's watching YouTube.
No, it's...
Dude, I'm obviously gonna say nigger and stuff. Please, just...
It's glitched. It's always says 0, but someone's actually on.
Okay, say something, person, say something. Prove it's not glitched. It says 0.
If you click on the stream, it'll say...
Oh yeah. Say something, Cara Brown.
Josh.
Just joking.
Oh my god.
Alright. That's probably the nigger this girl's class. Was it?
You just called her small.
Wait, are you dead serious? Oh shit. Smalls. I'm at Brown.
Josh.
Is that Cody again? You fat. Yeah. Put the pancake on a plate. Penny cake, penny cake.
Right back.
With no hands. Patty cake with no hands. Gotta make
It's Jesus. Jesus. Mr. Buck, why do you keep hiding from me? Promise you won't abuse me this time. I'm sorry, Mr. Buck. I meant Mr. Buck. It's just, we've been through some rough times, you know? You need some Jesus. Mr. Are you the right one? No, you're the Bible. I need Mr. Book. You know, Bible, we're gonna find... We're gonna find your brother.
That does not count as a death, does it? Because he fucking popped out of nowhere.
We're gonna find your brother, Mr. Bible. Alright, let's start off with here.
No, I didn't.
Mr. Bible, get out of here. No. Come on. Ready?
Dead. Holy tits. Oh, you titty motherfucker. You better revive me, Tanner. I'm not joking. You better revive me.
We've already been here, right? Open? Hey, it works. Who needs Jesus?
It sucks. What do you... Did we lose? Because I think we lost because, Run! Tanner. I'm reporting you. Are you serious?
Oh.
I minded to.
Oh shoot.
Please just make this automatic for us. Come on, G, please.
The rare books.
16th of May, 1839. The unflinching African sun has continued to plague our expedition, making it impossible to dig until dusk. How Professor Herbert managed to find the location in these vast plains of nothingness remains a mystery to me. When I asked him about the tomb again, he told me about the legend of Tin Hanan, the mother of us all. An interesting story in its own right, but I can't help feeling there's more. Later that evening, we uncovered a passage beneath the dunes leading to a sand-covered stone structure. The professor was confident it was the tomb we sought and ordered the others to clear the way late into the dark, cold night. Tomorrow, I shall lead the men into the ancient structure, hoping to reach the burial chamber. No matter what the professor is keeping from me, the dig should yield something interesting to take back to London and the British Museum.
Wow. Alright. The story gets more interesting by the minute. Not literally, but... where are... Mr. Book, I knew you'd come back for me. Alright. There. Which one's the real one? Of course this one's the real one.
Bad as fuck, okay? Oh, that Cara Brown hasn't responded yet. I thought it was glitched, Jacob.
She left.
She left, because no one's watching. Turn it on. So if I get reported for some reason.
No, she won't. You've said it in like 50 of my videos already.
She said nigger?
No, you.
Oh. I don't need to.
This contract on total of 3 years. Freedom travel to me in addition to Alexander. That recommend series. William House. Alright. Mr. Book, right there. It's getting blurry again. Why? Ow! Yes. Ow! Alright. Let's see now. I have a lot of fuel, I just never use it. Because we need to conserve it. Alright, Mr. Book. Yep. I broke it. Alright, Mr. Book. Put you right here.
17th May,
My hands are tired.
1839.
Oh
My
my
hands tremble
god.
as I write. I feel a need to document my tribulation, for I fear that my memory will fail me if I linger. Today, I took some men and ventured into the dark, ancient passage we uncovered. Our torches burned faintly in the murky air as we slowly made our way underground. The men were superstitious and fearful. They argued loudly, and I felt their strange language getting to me. I mustered my strength and yelled at them to continue down the slopes and broken steps. The crudely carved passage confused me. It looked much older than the 4th century structure we had expected. The twisting path emerged into a great antechamber. The walls were lined with statues unlike any I'd ever seen. Despite their unearthly quality, I felt a strange familiarity toward them, which haunts me still. At the far end of the chamber, a great slab of stone sealed off whatever lay ahead. I gave the order to raise it, and as I pushed through the narrow space, the heavy stone suddenly dropped, sealing me inside. I was trapped.
Whoa. Mr. Brook, let's check these drawers. Nothing. We got the first one. Is there? Nope. What about the third one? What the? Mr. Book, yeah. Oh God. Alright, Mr. Book. This game's getting really scary. Jesus, I hate it when I'm alone. This game. Weird. Oh my god. You've gotta be effing with me. I'll be right back. First person, isn't it? I'm just kidding. Right, there we go. Oh my god. This game. It's locked. Alright. Alright. It's like alright. I love me some corn dogs, ketchup and mustard. You know, I actually might go back to kid games because this exact reason. Mr. Book, What do you suggest we do? I don't know, Jericho, something. Not really helping, Mr. Book. I mean, no. Keep open.
Much of the castle is old and hasn't been tended to for centuries. When the shadow arrives, it won't take long until things start falling apart.
We're just buying time anyway. Let's do what we can.
There isn't much to be done about the walls.
No.
We should reinforce weak structures. The ground will crumble, and there's a risk everything will cave in on us, especially downstairs. Here, and there. Let's get the servants working on it.
Oh no. He said shadow. And that means the Amnesia guy. If you don't know what he looks like, if you haven't watched PewDiePie play this, it's basically this, he's kind of naked. He's a monster. I don't know what to call him. But he's really weird. And I don't like him. Okay.
Hey guys, I got my pee-pee pierced with a rusty nail. Then just playing that shit like a flume.
I'm not high. What are you talking about?
17th May, 1839. After pounding the unforgiving stone wall for what seemed like an eternity, I realized it was hopeless. I was trapped. I fell to the ground, gasping for air, trying to focus. That's when I saw a faint blue shimmer.
No.
My weakened body was heavy to carry, but I managed to push myself toward the enchanting light. It was waiting for me. Enclosed in dark nothingness, I felt myself drawn to the mystic light. I reached out, closing it in my hands. The faint glow escaped my fingers, began to spark brightly and spirit me away. Alien memories of spiraling towers, endless deserts, and impossible geometry. The next thing I can remember is the grating sound of stone being lifted, the voices of the Arabs pulling me to safety. Grasped firmly in my hands was the broken pieces of a most peculiar relic.
These hoes look like one too. Are you my
Yeah, we didn't check anything. Mr. Book. No, that's a fake one. Hey, I think it's a tinderbox. Yep, it's a tinderbox.
Yeah. This is mayonnaise.
Mr. Book. Let's get out of here. Yeah, you've already been here.
Yeah, what's up? You wanna play?
I'm confused.
I'm my best friend.
Wow.
Best friend.
Let me up. Mr. Box. It's been like a year. Mr. Box. Mr. Book.
Like a fruit. Don't blow like I want to. No.
Come on, Mr. Book. I don't know where to go. Mr. Book, I don't.
It's your boy, Pushy Pete.
I don't see any solution.
Ready? Listen to my song.
What's that noise? Gosh.
What?
Not bricked by hand, huh? Huh. I knew it. Yeah. Yes! Jacob's a genius. Jacob knows all. Jacob's a freaking genius.
You have to be swift when you activate the first one. You hear that? If it's
Josh, I'm at the boss.
stops, you'll have to start over.
Isn't all this a bit excessive?
You can never be too careful, Daniel.
Stop. Josh.
Listen.
Oh, hell no. Another region rich with lore that takes deep into the person. For centuries, there has been stories surrounding the helmet and its neighbor, quite the forest-clad mountains, just with scattered lakes and about the area is haunted by dark as any loyal if you appear with the rules and issues. All travelers should include the stones since they are. Josh, why do you have so much noise? Let's keep it. This story reaches always to time 30 years war. Instead, the soldiers who abandoned their duty got lost in the cold, dark woods and forever damned to roam the worlds in their bodies. But the Atlantic souls have left disfigured and empty of its many of something over the years and described a horror events. They've stealt the woods shine and builder. Steal living creatures, its prey which is heard struggling into the damp blurb. Sack dragging behind them, which reveals their presence, which the dark do they allow. Andrew and Conjure of the well-known Eardidic visit Ashes to start the 16th century. He decided in a local inn for a fortnight as he looked up at the remarks of Kingdom Pass.
Team shot.
During his stay, all the members have socially paid notice, and he is mentioned in many quarters of the time. One day to investigate. Gods never be seen again. Henson doesn't have some years, but he didn't miss the Henson I've ever visited. Make sure you wondered what really happened. Who was the mysterious man? He was sleepy Hamlet in the woods, and what happened to him? The barn was a relative with his family. His castle nearby ousted, and looks like most of the noble birth rumors of Vincent, along with a little Title: Researching the history reveals little before the castle was consumed by a fire. In the late 16th century, it was rebuilt by Alexander, a noble man from the Rhine claim as a protector of the Persian state. Alexander helped restore the region, Flusher, and remained popular throughout the Persian lifetime. The family has always been, and when it comes to the birth and death of Alexander, we record that he's fed his idea of the barn. In fact, he is the one. The same was 300 years lived through the time of copyright, enjoying the convent order of Black Eagle along the great leaders of his country. That was a lot of reading.
Tanner, please, Tanner, please. Tanner, just Tanner, one more, come on. I'm waiting on Rez.
Alright, real Mr. Book. I'm sure you are the real Mr. Book, right? Shoot.
He's right there, come on.
Yep.
No, there's 2 cars left. Yeah, come. He's clutch yourself. See?
How do I get through that way, though?
Hey, get out of the team shot.
Wait a minute.
God! God!
Yeah.
I can't hear you. Yeah, same. We only have 2 games left. 10 championship if we go. I think 10 championship go. Alright.
What the?
Check this guy. Just jump off. Don't let him kill you.
What do I do?
Oh man, if you butch, I'll suck it.
Aw, what'd I do? Is this like a frickin' puzzle? Dude, I didn't know this game was really that hard. I was just looking at books. Oh, that one's fake.
Why won't you fuck?
What? Let's see. Books of literature.
Just go defuse it. It doesn't even matter if you win or lose. Just defuse it.
There must be another one.
Tanner sucked, booty.
Another one.
Only because I know I tripped. Seriously, buggered it.
I did it. I swear I did not look any of this up. I was just trying to do a whole bunch of patterns. Good evening, Mr. Chair. I'm gonna sit my butt talks on you. Whoa!
Oh yeah, I don't care. It's fucking kid. Oh my god, Tanner, you fucking bitch, nigga.
Whoa. Yes, picked up wine, so it
You better get Rez. Dude, 5 seconds. Tanner, they're double teaming. Watch out. Oh my god, Tanner. Watch out, please. Tanner, you stupid shit.
Gun.
No, I'm in the last. Oh no, I'm going clutch.
Alright. Mr. Chair, block him for now, okay? William is still charged my research long enough with their excellent handling of the human virus. The sheriff is keeping a watchful eye on the force and is killing my trusty servants in just a matter of time until they fall
nigger.
shrill.
End your life, Jacob. End it now. No one's watching. Just end it.
I need to...
End it! Okay, never
I
mind.
need
Just have a
to
fucking
warn
ugly cousin saying nigger.
and his
If you
men
post that and beat
to
me,
avoid
not jerk.
investigation from public wine cellar. The forest be sailed until they handled either king's men or starve. Whatever comes first, and they cannot
Yeah, my brother
strike
is
it.
fucking gnarly.
Maybe I will feed them some wine. It would be since of both my problems.
Bro, I'm trying. Alright. I'm gonna be sitting there. Oh, cut this fuck. Hold up, can y'all hear me? No.
Let's go.
God. My game, Chester. How's it not a fucking kill?
Hey. What's it? No.
Oh, what are you talking
Oh. Alright. You know what, Mr. Book? We have to go that way. We have to man our fears. Mr. Book was screwed. I can't take on a naked dude.
Defuse it! Oh my god, we're fucked. Oh! Carry.
Joshua, I about peed my pants. I saw him. No.
Joking, bro.
He killed Mr. Book. Joshua.
Oh my god, no. Not Connor's gonna freaking go OP, so.
The shadow is following me. I don't want to play this game anymore.
Please. Josh is in the lead. No! I'm second. Jake, you're deleting that line. Okay? I'm just gonna do it, alright? Because you're not posting stuff with me saying two of yourself.
Well, stop saying it.
Okay, well, just restart it. Just restart from there.
I don't want to start 40 minutes.
Okay, well, no one watches this, so just replay it, please. Because I don't want you posting shit and me saying that stuff. Oh my god, 285 gloves. I'm doing 280.